George Bilecki here with Travis Thomas. We're on to week 3 of the NFL season. Now, Trav, one thing I caught last time we did a video, I was wearing a green shirt. This time I'm wearing a green jacket. You're all about getting us that green.
I like that. Also, you got like a Top Gun Maverick look going on right now.
Goose,
I kind of dig that.
You, bro. I try to keep up with you, but I want to start with Thursday Night Football.
All right.
We got the Steelers and the Browns in Cleveland. Over under 38.5. The Browns right now 5.5-point favorites. What do you like when you look at this game?
Let's start with the total because these are two good defenses, two well-coached teams, and two putrid offenses, okay? I understand the Browns have a good running back in Chubb, and I understand the Steelers have a good running back in Najee Harris, but let's stop there, okay? Everything else is abysmal. So I like the under in the game, and listen to this. I like the Steelers outright, plus 175 money line to win the game. You know why? They have a little more urgency than the Browns. As we know, the Browns are just waiting on Deshaun Watson's suspension, and then they're like, okay, we're ready to go. We're at full strength. The Steelers, meanwhile, cannot continue to lose games in that hole in the AFC. They have got to win games, and these are the kind of games they can win prime time on the road in Cleveland against the Cleveland offense. I think this is a big spot for the Steelers.
So you think Cleveland has a hangover against that loss against the Jets? And you think the Steelers had the bounce back in their loss against the Patriots?
Yes, and I don't think it's a hangover necessarily. I think that's what the Browns are. I think at the end of the day, the Browns are going to brown, okay? Some of this is branding in a sense. I'm going to bet on the Steelers in a tough spot under Mike Tomlin to get a win. Now, I understand you want to take the 5.5. Go for it. I'm not advising against that. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going money line. Steelers win outright.
I like that you take the coaching into consideration here because very well, you could go back to the Pats-Steelers game. I was taking the Steelers in that one. Bill Belichick triumphed over Mike Tomlin there, but still two of the best head coaches in the league. All right, now you mentioned some of the big names. You know, there's Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt as the rushers for the Cleveland Browns. When it comes to the Steelers, I'm looking more receivers. You know, Deontay Johnson and Najee Harris through the passing game.
Yes.
Are there any props coming up Thursday night that you like?
Funny you mentioned Najee Harris as a pass catcher. Listen to this. I found this for you, George. Najee Harris and Nick Chubb, 200 yards rushing and receiving combined and 3 touchdowns at plus 550 on DraftKings. Huh? What do you think?
I love that.
I knew you would.
Especially look at what Chubb did. You know, just north of 80 yards in the week 2 win, but 3 touchdowns. No touchdowns week 1 for Nick Chubb, but 141 rushing yards. Najee Harris, that alone at the receiving yards prop, just 17.5. But the Steelers had to use him through the air, and he had 40 yards in the air. And that's where you get him. If you draft him in fantasy football, if you like him as a player, that's a true dual threat guy. Now, this is a good Browns defense, but Najee Harris is kind of the focal point of that offense, whether we expected it or not.
That's exactly right. And really, and we talked about this, you know, Pittsburgh does have weapons on the outside, but it's Mitch Trubisky as quarterback. Okay, Najee Harris is the offense.
Until Mitch can average more than 10, 11 yards a pass, I'm going to keep taking Pat Freiermuth anytime touchdown, which hit for me.
Smart.
And I'm going to keep taking Najee Harris because checkdowns are king sometimes for an offense. All right, now let's go from 2 mid-tier quarterbacks at best to an elite quarterback that's coming to New England this Sunday. Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, taking on the New England Patriots, 2 teams that are 1-1.
Yep.
Pats coming off a win, Ravens coming off a loss. Huge comeback by the Dolphins to embarrass the Ravens.
Yeah.
Who do you like in this one?
I like the under 43. Listen, I said last week, and I knew it was coming, I said Patriots-Steelers is going to be so boring. I mean, honest to God, I knew there was drunken Sunday afternoon naps watching that game, and I was right. In fact, I was one of the naps. But this week, I think it'll be a little more exciting, but not much. Give me the under 43. Bill Belichick, we know what he's going to do. He's going to try to keep Lamar Jackson in that pocket. And I think what I've seen so far, this Patriots defense is disciplined enough to do just that. They're going to keep Lamar in the pocket, make him beat you with his arm. He could do it, but I'm going to bet that he may not. Give me the under, and I think I like the Patriots plus 3.
I was going to say, Patriots going from 3-point favorites in Pittsburgh to back home, 3-point dogs. And now even with the Ravens offense putting up 31 points per game, you still like the under?
I love the under, but I think I like the Patriots to cover the 3. But I love the under's really my play. It's still early in the week, so we'll see how I feel up to game time. But right now, I'm leaning Patriots.
Hey, and how it'll go for the Pats, they have no problem just keeping the ball out of their opponent's hands. In that game-sealing drive they had against the Steelers, burned 6 minutes and 33 seconds of clock through the ball just once. Shows the confidence they have in Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harrison, this offensive line.
Bro, if Mac Jones can just give you an inkling of what Tua did to that Ravens secondary, I mean, honestly, the Patriots will win the game outright. Right?
Now, to be fair, Pats don't have the speed of a Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill, who got behind that defense a lot. Mike McDonald, new D coordinator in Baltimore, a lot to clean up. All right, now, Sunday will roll around. Outside of New England, outside of this Thursday, give me one play you like, Trav.
Raiders, -2.5. I'm laying it in Tennessee, taking on the Titans. You watched Monday Night Football. Ryan Tannehill is washed. Okay, I'm tired of people being nice and saying, oh, well, no, you're washed. It's over. Malik Willis is going to start any week now. You watch. Meanwhile, the Raiders, they have to have a sense of urgency. I mean, they're 0-2. Are you kidding me? In that division, you can't play any games. I think they go on the road in a tough place to play. I'll give you that. I'm laying the 2.5. Raiders win that game because they have to. And the Titans are going nowhere fast as long as Ryan Tannehill is the starting quarterback.
And the Raiders themselves coming off, again, an embarrassing loss. These 2 weeks of football have been absolutely insane, Trav.
It's week 3, bro. Can you believe it?
Already.
Woo!
Already.